Anxiety. Philip was suffering from neurotic anxiety. Like others who experience neurotic anxiety, he behaved in a non-productive, self-defeating manner. Although he was deeply hurt by Nicole's unpredictable and crazy behavior, he became paralyzed with inaction and could not break off their relationship. Nicole's actions seemed to engender in Philip a sense of duty toward her. Because she obviously needed him, he felt obligated to take care of her. Before May published The Meaning of Anxiety in 1950, most theories of anxiety held that high levels of anxiety were indicative of neuroses or other forms of psychopathology. Just prior to publishing this book, May had experienced a great deal of anxiety while recovering from tuberculosis. He and his first wife and their young son were basically penniless, and he was unsure of his own recovery. In The Meaning of Anxiety, May claimed that much of human behavior is motivated by an underlying sense of dread and anxiety. The failure to confront death serves as a temporary escape from the anxiety or dread of non-being. But the escape cannot be permanent. Death is the one absolute of life that sooner or later everyone must face. People experience anxiety when they become aware that their existence or some value identified with it might be destroyed. May defined anxiety as the subjective state of the individual's becoming aware that his or her existence can be destroyed, that he can become nothing. At another time, May called anxiety a threat to some important value. Anxiety, then, can spring either from an awareness of one's non-being or from a threat to some value essential to one's existence. It exists when one confronts the issue of fulfilling one's potentialities. This confrontation can lead to stagnation and decay, but it can also result in growth and change. The acquisition of freedom inevitably leads to anxiety. Freedom cannot exist without anxiety, nor can anxiety exist without freedom. May quoted Kierkegaard as saying that anxiety is the dizziness of freedom. Anxiety, like dizziness, can be either pleasurable or painful, constructive or destructive. It can give people energy and zest, but it can also paralyze and panic them. Moreover, anxiety can be either normal or neurotic. Normal anxiety. No one can escape the effects of anxiety. To grow and to change one's values means to experience constructive or normal anxiety. May defined normal anxiety as that which is proportionate to the threat, does not involve repression, and can be confronted constructively on the conscious level. As people grow from infancy to old age, their values change, and with each step, they experience normal anxiety. All growth consists of the anxiety creating surrender of past values. Normal anxiety is also experienced during those creative moments when an artist, a scientist, or a philosopher suddenly achieves an insight that leads to a recognition that one's life, and perhaps the lives of countless others, will be permanently changed. For example, scientists who witnessed the first atomic bomb tests in Alamogordo, New Mexico, experienced normal anxiety with the realization that, from that moment forward, everything had changed. Neurotic anxiety. Normal anxiety, the type experienced during periods of growth or of threat to one's values, is experienced by everyone. It can be constructive provided it remains proportionate to the threat. But anxiety can become neurotic or sick. May defined neurotic anxiety as a reaction which is disproportionate to the threat, involves repression and other forms of intrapsychic conflict, and is managed by various kinds of blocking off of activity and awareness. Whereas normal anxiety is felt whenever values are threatened, neurotic anxiety is experienced whenever values become transformed into dogma. To be absolutely right in one's beliefs provides temporary security, but it is security bought at the price of surrendering one's opportunity for fresh learning and new growth. Philip's neurotic anxiety was evident in his attachment to unpredictable and crazy women, an attachment that began in early childhood. During the first 2 years of his life, his world was inhabited primarily by just two other people: his mother and a sister 2 years older than Philip. His mother was a borderline schizophrenic whose behavior toward Philip alternated between tenderness and cruelty. His sister was definitely schizophrenic and later spent some time in a mental hospital. So Philip learned early that he had to attach himself to women, but also that he had to rescue them as well. Life, then, for Philip would understandably not be free, but rather would require that he be continuously on guard or on duty. May 198-1, p. 30. Philip's neurotic anxiety blocked any new and successful ways of behaving toward Nicole. His approach seemed to be a recapitulation of childhood behaviors toward his mother and sister.